Conversations and Experts with Sofia Sanchez. Sofia meets with expert Joni Ingles.
Welcome back, Joni.
Hi, thank you. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again, too.
Thank you.
And why is time important?
Time management is important because it gets a lot done. If you can manage your time, you will be more productive, most likely less stressed. You will feel accomplished. And it's a skill that we learn. It's not, I don't think anybody's born with time management. That would be odd. So it's a skill you can learn, and it can really help you grow and get things done. And I always feel really good when I can cross that off my list.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have some time tips?
Sure, time management tips. Okay, this is what I do. So I make a list of the things I want to get done. And I especially do this on the weekend, because the weekend is just free time, right? And I could just play it away and not get anything done. Definitely. So I need to make a list. And it can be on an electronic device like your phone or a paper list. So I'll put down what I want to get done Friday, and I'll put a list, and then Saturday, and then Sunday. And I get so much pleasure when I can scratch those off. It feels really good. Sometimes we have big tasks or big jobs we want to get done. And you think, oh, Lordy, I don't know if I can get all that done. It's such a big thing. I don't even want to look at it. So a tip for that is to break that into smaller tasks. Take that big chunk of task that you need to do and break it into smaller ones. So that's a really good tip, because sometimes it's overwhelming if you have a big job you have to get done. Another thing for people who might have to take public transportation, they don't have a car or a ride, is to really pay attention to what your bus schedule looks like, because that can throw your time management right out the window. It can make it just like, oh, I was going to get all this stuff done today, but my bus took 3 hours instead of 45 minutes. So being aware of that other things, other outside forces could come in and just blow your whole list. but it's okay. I don't get everything done on my list, and the ones I don't get done, well, they'll just go to next weekend. So you should not get stressed over it. Do the best you can. And I believe that we learn as we go, and that's how we grow too. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what technology can we use?
Okay, technology. So as I said, you could put your list on your device. That's probably easier for a lot of people. I'm kind of old school, so I use an old scrap of paper and a pen. Putting it on your device, I think you probably stay more organized. Because I have probably a bunch of sticky Post-it notes all over the place and scraps of paper. So technology is really, it's a game changer. It really can be. And that way you can also check your public transportation, see if the buses are running on time and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you love about your job?
What do I love about my job? The thing I love about my job most is helping people and seeing results. There's a lot of things people need, and sometimes it's really hard to get them the services that they need or the items that they need. And when I can do that, or hook people up together, peer support, that's really important for a lot of people. That's very satisfying when I can put two people that have a lot in common and they can support each other. So I love my job. I love working with people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what are your dreams?
My dreams? Oh, well, I could say world peace, but that is a dream. World peace, money having no value, people being fair and honest and treating each other the right way. That would be my dream. So,
what else do I need to know about time management?
I'm glad that you asked about what else do you need to know about time management. Is you should always make time for yourself, and I did not say that earlier. You should always make time to have fun, and that could be seeing friends, going out shopping, going to a music fest, or just laying on the couch and reading a book. Always make time for yourself, because you're the most important person to yourself. If you don't make time for yourself and treat yourself right, nobody else will. So,
is there any more tips?
Sure, you can work backwards. That sounds odd, but say you have to be somewhere at 4 o'clock. So you're gonna go backwards from 4 o'clock. Okay, my bus is gonna take 1 hour to get there. So that's 3 o'clock. Oh, but I have to get ready. It's going to take me about an hour to get ready. Okay, we're at 2 o'clock. Oh, and I better make sure the dogs are fed before I go because I might be getting back late. Okay, so now I'm at 2. It takes a half hour to feed the dogs. I'll go to 1:30. So about 1:30, I'm going to feed my dogs. 2 o'clock, I'm going to get ready. It's going to take me an hour. 3 o'clock, I'm going to go get on that bus. It's going to take an hour. And I'll be there at 4. So kind of working backwards from that place you need to be at that certain time. How long is it going to take to get ready, transportation, etc. That can help you be more on time. Yeah, take
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, it was good to see you.
Sophia meets with Inspiration Zachary.
Hi, I'm Sophia. That's very cute. What's your name?
My name is Zachary Hannum.
How did you get started in cheerleading?
I started cheering when I was in middle school, and I walked into my mom's room saying, "Is this a cartwheel?" And she's like, kinda. And then I just started going to practices and learning how to do cheer, and I fell in love with it ever since. So yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yep.
And why is being active important?
Being active is, for me to be active is, I don't like sitting around and wasting time. I like moving, doing things, staying in shape, doing the things that I love.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about time management?
Yeah, I can. So my day is I get up, I get ready, go to practice. I teach every day, Monday through Friday. There's no breaks. When I'm not at the studio, I'm either going out with friends, traveling. This coming week or next week or something like that, I'm going to Florida to visit family, and also going to another cheer gym to go train. So yeah, there's no breaks in my life. I just keep rolling through the choo-choo train.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How do you manage time?
How do I manage my time? I manage my time how I can fill in things. So like, say if I'm not working at the studio, I'm doing something else on top of it. So like photography, I guess if I'm not doing cheer, I'm doing pictures or playing video games. That's my break in between my times, and that's how I manage it.
What tools do you use?
Sometimes I use a calendar book or my phone, or sometimes my mom has to remind me, and sometimes she's my calendar book. So yeah, those are my 3 tools that I use. And usually my mom's the alarm clock, so because I really don't use an alarm.
What's your favorite part of cheering?
My favorite part of cheering is seeing my athletes get their skills, having smiles on their faces, going out on that comp floor and competing. Me, as a competitor, watching them grow in the sport of cheer, making sure they love that sport, not hate it. Sometimes there's athletes out there that get burnt out of cheer, and then they're kind of just over it. I try to teach my athletes of building that bond with the coaches and building the bond with that athlete mentality, saying, "Oh, I love this sport. I want to keep going in it." And teaching the passion that I have for cheer to my athletes is wonderful.
Nice. I love cheer too, and it's so amazing. It makes me happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What is one word you would use to describe yourself?
The one word that describes me is being happy. I like making people happy. I like making people smile, and I'm always the fun person in the room.
That's amazing. And what is one thing about you that might surprise people?
One thing that surprises people, when I do silly things on social media. Like I'll make silly videos and people will go, "Oh my God, I know you from that one video." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, yeah.
Wow. What kind of silly videos do you do?
So I'll be in practice and I'll do silly videos with my athletes, and so we'll do like a skit of something, like making fun of something that's really funny to us. Like saying if a cheerleader puts on her shoe backwards, we'll make a skit about that.
Nice. And what are your dreams?
My dreams is to just keep pushing my athletes to get better and better and keep growing the sport of cheerleading, and also wanting one day open a big cheer studio across the world. So anyone that wants to cheer is more than welcome to cheer. It doesn't matter if, say if somebody has a disability, they're allowed to cheer. It's their option to cheer. There's no judgment at all. And that's why I like the sport of cheer, because anyone that has a passion for that sport can do it.
And they can follow their own path.
Yep. And if they love the cheer, if they like to cheer, it's great.
It is great. Thank you so much for the experience of cheerleading.
Oh, you're welcome.
Logos for Northern Nevada Center for Independent Living, Southern Nevada Center for Independent Living.